Hello, everybody. This is like 90% for certain our last video lesson, which is just wild. So give yourself a pat on the back and absorb it for what it's worth. Last time you'll have to listen to my voice on a screen. Okay, so this lesson is kind of similar to the last lesson, but last lesson we were really focused on finding missing angle measures. Today we're going to use those special segments to help us find missing lengths. So the problems are going to kind of look similar to what they were in your last lesson, but instead of finding the angles, we're looking for the segment length, okay? So we have some different types, all right, that happen here. Okay, so our first type is when we have two chords that intersect. When we have two chords that intersect, we have this property that exists. So you can take A times B instead of equal to C times D. All right? So take the two that are on the same chord, multiply them together, instead of equal to the other two on the same chord, and multiply them together. All right? So that's your first type, when you have two intersecting chords. Type 2 is when you have two secants that intersect on the outside of the circle. Okay, now things are just getting weird. All right, this is what happens. You're going to take A times the whole segment A plus B, instead of equal to C times your whole segment of C plus D. Again, folks, the math itself is not hard. It's just keeping all this stuff straight is what is challenging. Okay? And then your last type is when you have a secant and a tangent that intersect on the outside of your circle. It's goofy. I'm telling you, it's goofy. You're going to take this length squared, so A squared times B times the sum of the whole length of BC. All right? So make sure you have those written down correctly, because once you figure out what type you have, it's just a matching game of like what you do. But if you have your little formulas written down incorrectly, it gets a little more challenging. All right, here we go. So find each value or measure, assume that segments that appear tangent are tangent. So we're basically just looking for the value of x on this one. So I think it helps if you label them just until we get the hang of these things. This would be two secants, so this would be our type 1 problem. So utilize your notes to help you decide what to do. Okay, so on this one, you're going to take 14 times 15 and set that equal to x times 10. And now we just crunch it out. 14 times 15 is 210. 10 times x is 10x. Divide out, and we get 21. So again, math wasn't too hard. It was just knowing what to do was the challenging part. Number 2. Oh, so this time we're looking for BD. We also have another type 1 problem. We have two secants here. All right, so again, same kind of process. You're going to take 6 times 6 and set that equal to 4 times 5x minus 1. Now you have a pretty simple linear equation to solve. 6 times 6 is 36. Distribute that 4, 20x minus 4. Bring over that 4. We find that x equals 2. But that's not what we wanted. We want to find the length of BD. So if you plug into here, 5 times 2 minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. BD would be this whole length here. So 4 plus 9, you guys, is what? 13. 13. Good work. Okay, let's see what's next for us. You're looking for x, and in this problem here, we have our type 2, two secants intersecting on the outside of our circle. So if you remember on this one, folks, you take the part that's on the outside times this whole length. All right, so it's going to be 8 times 8 plus 19. Set that equal to, now go to your other secant, the part that's on the outside, 9, times the length of the whole thing. Yikes, how are we going to represent this amount? Yes, 9 plus x. I knew you knew it. That's it, folks. And now we just do what we do best and distribute. I'm actually going to simplify that and get 27. Distribute over here, though, and get 81 plus 9x. 8 times 27 is 216. Subtract over our 81, 135. Divide out, and we should get, 15, folks. So you got? All right, let's try another one of those type 2. Again, we have two secants intersecting on the outside of our circle. So same process we just did. So you're going to take the chunk on the outside, 10, times the length of the whole thing, so 10 plus 42. Set that equal to, now do the other one, chunk on the outside, 13, times the length of the whole thing, so 13 plus x. And now we just simplify. So 10 times 52, distribute that 13, so we get 169 plus 13x. 10 times 52 we know is 520. Subtract over that 169 and we should get 351. Divide out, we should get 27. However, folks, that's not what we wanted. We want the length of NL. So if I plug in 27 for x here, 27 plus 13 should give us 40. So NL equals 40. 40. Okay, let's finish up with some type 3s and call her a day, okay? So this is when you have a tangent and a secant that intersect. So this would be your type 3. So look at your little formula for your type 3s. You take a little tangent piece, so our 24, square it, set that equal to the chunk of your secant on the outside, 18, times the sum of the whole side, so 18 plus x. And now we just algebra our way out of this. 24 squared, so 24 times 24 is 576. Distribute that 18. 18 times 18 is 324. 18 times x is 18x. Subtract over that 324, should get 252 plus 18x. Divide out, and we should get 14. We love a whole number, don't we, folks? Okay, and one more to finish it off. Solve for x. So same thing here. We have our piece of our tangent. So, type 3. So take your part of the tangent, square it. Set it equal to the chunk of your secant that's on the outside, 27, times the length of the whole secant, 27 plus 21. And now we algebra our way out of it. Drop down your x squared. 27 plus 21 is 48. Drop again your x squared. 27 times 48 is 1296. Take the square root, and we get a nice number of 36. Woo! Woo! Okay, kids. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Thanks for hanging out. Is this in your notes? I don't know if that's in your notes. Hold on. Hang tight. If you're with me, awesome. If not, we'll just do this in class. I don't think you guys have this in your notes. Nope, you're done with me. All right, we'll do that in class when I see you next. Enjoy your day. Make it a good day. It's always a good day. Wear your seatbelts. Be united. Onward Central. Bye.